Happy New Year, fellow Decepticons. Soundblaster1987 here, beginning my Christmas haul reviews with Transformers Galaxy Force Scout Class Gasket, aka Cybertron Ransack, and his Voyager class partner in crime, Landbullet, aka Crumplezone. These two are from the Transformers Cybertron toy line of 2005 to 2006, but these are actually the Galaxy Force versions acquired from the Japanese retailer Mandarake. You'll see later that they have more advanced paint apps for the Cybertron versions. So, for size comparison in vehicle mode, here we have the next two, Reveal the Shield Jazz with repro labels. As you can see, Gasket is about the same length, but a bit taller, because motorcycles are always bigger in the Transformers line than they should be. And he's quite a bit smaller than Crumplezone or Landbullet. And for a Decepticon size comparison, here we have the Takara Legends version of Titan's Return Trigger Happy. So, because these two are both from the planet Velocitron, or Speedia as it was known in Galaxy Force, they both use the same red key, with an accelerometer logo in the middle. Because this is the Japanese version, they don't have codes on the back, because they didn't have that feature in the Japanese website. So, inserting the key into Gasket, or Ransack, will flip out this double-barreled blaster from the back of his motorcycle mode. Be careful not to pop the gun off the back of the motorcycle because it plugs into the fists. Plugging the key into Crumplezone, or Landbullet, will result in these giant turbines at the back coming forward to become giant flip-over cannons, much like Armada Starscream's Minicon gimmick. And as you can see, the flip-over action of the cannons has flipped out these little wings here at the back. As you can see, Crumplezone is a three-wheel dragster with a shape very similar to the Batwing from the 2004 Kids WB Batman cartoon. Whereas Ransack here is a, futuristic red motorcycle with translucent wheels. Unfortunately, I don't currently own Breakdown, Clocker, Override or Hotshot, the other Velocitron characters from the show, or Dirt Boss for that matter. But they too have translucent wheels from what I've seen of other reviews. Stay tuned for future videos on my channel to see those. So, to transform Gasket into robot mode, first remove the gun from the back. Then rotate the front wheel 90 degrees, split the back wheel in half and bring the halves up onto the rear to become the legs. Fold the waist assembly down into place. Flip out the heel spurs from the feet to keep him balanced in robot mode. Split the fuel tank to become shoulder pads. The seat becomes the forearms. Fold these forward and rotate down like so. Finally, open up the windshield to become a chest plate, folding it forward to reveal the head. Put the gun into one of the fists. And activate the key again to flip out the barrels. To transform Crumplezone or Landbullet into robot mode, disconnect the rear wheels, flip out the fists, then disconnect the front wheel from the bumper around it, flip the legs down like so, locking the pelvis into place. Flip up the feet, ratchet the shoulders outwards into position. Rotate everything so it's all oriented correctly in the forearms. So the elbows can bend forwards. Fold the head inwards from under the canopy. Fold the front wheel downwards to where the head used to be. And flip the whole canopy section down, thus revealing the head and locking the canopy into place on the chest plate. And here we have the pair in robot mode. Very screen accurate with the scale of the two, with Ransack being much smaller and more agile, and Crumplezone being somewhat gorilla-like. Now I understand why BotCon 2006 retooled these guys into Rat Trap and Optimus Primal for their Dawn of Futures Past box set. For size comparison in robot mode, here we have Transformers Animated Rodimus Minor, and Blowpipe, the Target Master partner of Takara Legends Trigger Happy. So, for articulation, if I remove the gun for a moment, Ransack has a neck swivel, 360-degree shoulders that are somewhat restricted by the kibble, in and out shoulders as well, and ball-jointed elbows, ball-jointed hips, and ball-jointed knees. The heel spurs are hinged so they can move back and forth a little bit, but don't use them too much because they're very thin and might break. There is an assembly error to watch out for the rear wheel struts as well, which the BotCon Rat Trap version appears to have fixed. Crumplezone's articulation is better due to the larger size. There's a head swivel and the jaw opens a little as well, so you can make him talk. Not sure how easily you'll be able to see this, but still. Then ratcheted shoulders with a little bit of up and down hinge as well. Rotation at the bicep and at the elbow. And a bend at the elbow as well. Then bit of a waist swivel as well. Didn't even realise that before. Universal ratcheted hips. Knee swivel, ratcheted knee bend, and technically, because of transformation, the feet can move back and forth a little bit. If I use the key on Crumplezone in robot mode, if it'll respond correctly this time, the turbines become massive flip-over shoulder cannons, again like Armada Starscream, who I currently don't have for comparison. The inner parts of these turbines are also spring-loaded missiles, but as advised by TJ Omega, I will not be firing these on camera for fear they get lost. Now, if you have 3 LR44 watch batteries, Crumplezone's Cyberkey gimmick does create, not necessarily lights, but it does create a sound that comes through this speaker piece here. I currently don't have batteries installed, so you'll have to watch another review to see that happening. And that just about wraps up this review. Welcome to 2021, and I will see you next time for my review of SH Figuarts Go Say Night. Till then, till all are one.